Well, if you're like me, you might not have known what's going on the hills above Magic Mountain. Most of us see Magic Mountain looking west from the I-5 freeway, but this is a view looking east from the top of the mountain of a huge development that's happening on the top of what used to be Magic Mountain. This development project has been going on for a while, but it's kind of hard to see from the roads. So I was curious, so I flew my drone up there to see what was going on this hill above Magic Mountain. And you could see that not only have they carved the entire top of the mountain and flattened it to put a gigantic real estate development. This real estate development is unlike anything I've ever seen, and I hope this isn't what the future of residential real estate development will be, because I don't think it's half done. But when you look at some of these, whatever you call them, buildings, houses, housing units, I don't know if they were trying to win an award for who can put the most units into the smallest piece of land, but they sure have accomplished that, especially with these buildings. I don't know what they are. They look like dorms. And this is the view to the northern flank of the development, where I think these are the plots for the larger units, like the houses that actually have yards. And you can see that they're in the process of building them. You see lots of plots of bare land that I'm sure are going to be packed with homes. I'm not really sure. I mean, the aesthetics of this is pretty disgusting to my eye, just looking at that view right there. And there is certainly more to come. So you could see the hillsides in the background, and on the right down below, all that bare land is going to be filled with homes at some point. You can see like a pool, maybe a kind of a fitness complex, it looks like, right there in the middle. But it's packing about every type of residential home. It looks like you have townhomes. It looks like you have some freestanding homes with about 0 yard. I mean, not even enough to park your car. And then you have what look to be multi-units in those kind of box-shaped buildings of some kind. And then off in the distance, you could see hillsides that have already been graded for future development. So obviously, while I was up here, I wanted to also take a little flight over Magic Mountain. And there's some changes going on here. It looks like they're building some roller coasters. So that's the view of Viper, and it looks like it's not in use. X2, I think, is still operational. That's the road leading up to the development. So it's like you go to Magic Mountain and then the road extends to that ginormous development, eyesore, I don't know what you call it. Like I said, from the road, you can barely see it. You know they're doing something up there, but until I took this drone up here, I could not believe what I was seeing. So flying around Magic Mountain, I did have the fleeting thought of trying to fly my drone through the loop of the Revolution roller coaster, but then I decided not to. But that's what the development looks like. And from this view, you could see in the distance those bare hillsides that have been graded, and it doesn't even look like it's half done. So I kept thinking when I was looking at it, like all these houses up there, evidently a realtor told us that most of the houses up there and the spaces are already purchased. Like, is there going to be enough water for everyone? Is there going to be enough space on the roads? We have enough traffic issues already. And is this what the development looks like now in 2022? Where you've got to pack as many units in there to make it feasible. I know there's some regulations that developers have to put in low housing for low income, but this is kind of ridiculous. I don't see park space. I don't see paseos. Valencia is a very well-designed community, and they set aside, space, public space for walking trails and things like that. But I'm not sure what they're plans are there. That looks like the roller coaster I used to love, Riddler's Revenge and Batman. Those are closed, and that red and yellow roller coaster looks like something new that they're building. So this kind of runaway development really concerns me. Traffic, water usage, electricity, all these houses are going to be pulling those resources. And I keep asking myself, is there enough to go around? And it looks like they haven't even gotten started. So as I was flying back to my home point, the 126 towards Fillmore and Ventura, I kept thinking that these roads out here, you know, are fairly easy to travel on, but maybe not for long. Maybe there's going to be tons of traffic up in these areas where we're not really used to seeing it. And that concerns me a great deal for the quality of life that we enjoy here in Santa Clarita. And just the aesthetics of that development, never seen anything like it. Certainly doesn't look like the residential development and the planned communities that are already established in Santa Clarita and elsewhere. But I wonder if you share my concern. Thanks.